Arsenal Fan TV, your mate just telling me there, I don't know if this is true, that you were one of the organisers of the... Don't hide your face, you were one of the organisers of the Wenger out banner. But now, the way the team's performing at the moment, you got to hand it to Arsene Wenger. Team's playing well at the moment.
We are playing well. I've got to admit, hands up, he's changed it a little bit, especially against City. That was there's rumours of the players having a bit of a say in that, but whatever.
You're not going to give him no credit for that.
No, fair play. We've changed it. He's bought a centre back. I'm still reserving judgment. I've been Wenger out for a long time, so a few results isn't just.
But can he change your mind up? Let's just say, let's give you the scenario, yeah, that from now till the end of the season, we keep putting in. We're going to have games we might lose, but we keep putting in good performances, and you can see that the team's progressing, and that. What would you still say? You still don't think he's a man?
The thing is, what I want to see is it's all well and good doing it now. The pressure's off, pretty much. We're not going to win the league. That's pretty much been and done. We've still got a fight to finish fourth, at least third, maybe. But what we need to be doing is we need to do it over the course of a season. That's real progress. You can't just be doing it over. After Christmas, once it's all done and dusted now, and that's.
Wouldn't you say one thing that seems evident to me that over the past few weeks, with a lot of injured players coming back, right, they've made a major difference. Now, to manage the amount of injuries that he's had, I mean, we've seen even with Dortmund over in Germany, they're bottom of the league. They haven't been able to manage the injuries they've had very well. It's difficult when you've got I mean, we saw even with Chelsea yesterday, they're missing Costa and Fabregas, and they're moaning that it's not the same team. We've had 4 or 5 major players out all season up until now. So,
I mean, it's a different argument, really. I mean, because we've had this over and over and over again. The injuries, it's not something new. We're used to it by now. I mean, that's something else to look at. Maybe, I mean, we've looked at the medical team, and they're clearly not up to scratch. I mean, the stories of Ospina have been sent to Barcelona because they didn't know what was wrong with him, and that's a concern. But you can't blame Wenger for that specifically. I mean, it's a club as a whole or something we should be looking at addressing over the summer or previous summers. But I mean, we have had injuries. It's been bad again, but I still think there's times where, for example, Anderlecht, for example, we're 3-0 up. That's nothing to do with injuries. You can't blame injuries on that. And we're throwing away 3-goal lead.
Chelsea were 2-0 up the other day against Bradford.
Yeah, but, I mean,
happens.
But then Mourinho came out and called them a disgrace. It's what I want to see sometimes is when we're not performing is him standing up and taking responsibility. I mean, I don't want to go too negative today. We won 5-0, good result, good performance. You can't knock it. I mean, we're doing well recently as well. I mean,
what would be for you this season would be a decent season?
To prove me wrong, would be to go and win the league at some point, and I don't know.
We ain't going to win the league.
No, we're not going to win the league.
This season, I'm not even saying to prove you wrong. What would you be fairly happy with this season if we could achieve?
I mean, FA Cup, that's a good start. I mean, we're in a very good position now. We could look. we look like we could win that one. I mean, if get good draws and whatever. I mean, it's the cup. You never know what could happen. You saw City and Chelsea and Spurs go out, so you never know. But that's a good start. But get to the quarters, maybe even the semis of the Champions League. That's
let me ask you one last question. Where's the banner?
It's sitting in my bedroom at the moment, so it's wrapped.
Parked out for a bit.
It's wrapped up in a plastic bag, and just while we're here talking about it, I mean,
I'm not meaning to put you on the spot, by the way.
No, of course, but I mean, I always get the questions. But the fact is, I mean, we don't bring it out to get ourselves on TV or anything. No one knew I was until I've spoken to you just now. But we get it out when we feel a message needs to be brought across, and we're standing by it. We're still Wenger out at the moment. We're not going to change just because of a few results. I mean, that's going to take maybe a year or two of consistency. I mean, we know what the fans are like. They switch backwards and forwards. They go, some are positive, some are negative, and some are right in the middle and can't make their minds up. So I'm a bit of a negative one. I'm happy to say that, but you know.
Well, let's hope you can keep it parked up until the rest of the season. Then we'll be doing all right, won't we?
Of course. Look, I want us to win every game. I'm a gooner. No one wants to see us lose. That's what we want at the end of the day. We want to see 3 points on the board, and then that's what we want. So yeah.
It's absolutely sexy today, wasn't it? Absolutely. Brilliant, it's fantastic. All team. Oh, and how good was Francis Coughlin today? Every ball he won, he was